At this time, we will have Dr. Scott Wallace to the stage. Dr. Wallace is the Associate Vice President and Dean of Students. Dr. Wallace will present on the topic of personal growth journey. Let's welcome Dr. Wallace.
So thank you very much. Good afternoon. As a Dean of Students, I tell our college students that college is a place where the person you are meets the person you will become. And I challenge them to find that person that they will become. In reality, our lives are constantly evolving, and we should always strive to find that person that we will become. My hope for you is that you become the best version of yourself that you possibly can be. That you become high-achieving, high-performing, excellent, elite individuals. And to do that, we must be on a personal growth journey. And a personal growth journey isn't just something that happens today and one time next week and next month. It really is a daily journey. It's a daily journey. And when we're on a personal growth journey, it has to become our identity. It has to become what we do and who we are. When we're on a personal growth journey, we have to figure out who we are and where we are headed, who we want to become. And I think before we can figure out who we want to become, we have to figure out the why before the who, right? Have you ever thought about why you like certain things? Have you ever thought about why you like the foods that you like, the music you like, the television programming you like, the style of dress you like? Why is it that you like these things? What is it that you identify with? What is it that speaks to you? And if you haven't done that, I would encourage you to spend some time alone, away from the computer, away from tablets, devices that we have, and really contemplating about why you like the things that you like. And when you determine the why, then you can be more confident in the decisions that you make. Become more confident in who you are and where you're headed and who you want to be. And then when you determine who you want to be, you've got to strive every day to become the person that you want to be. This is called living a life of purpose. And we know that very successful, high-performing, excellent, elite individuals live a life of purpose. Highly successful people live every day trying to be better today than they were yesterday and better tomorrow than they are today. This is called living in purpose. So important to our personal growth journey. Now, this is our resiliency model that we created here at Augusta University. We're very proud of it. And I believe that our resiliency model can also be used as a model for personal growth. So let me tell you what I mean by that. You see that growth mindset is sort of the foundation. If you don't have a growth mindset, then nothing else matters. When you're on a personal growth journey, you have to embody a growth mindset. And a growth mindset is not fixed. It's the willingness to learn new things. It's the willingness to face challenges head on. It's the willingness to persevere through those challenges. It's the willingness to believe in yourself. A growth mindset is so important when we're on a growth journey because we've got to think great thoughts. We have to think really good thoughts when we're on our personal growth journey. Craig Rochelle wrote a book called Winning the War in Your Mind. And in that book, he says that our lives are always moving in the direction of our strongest thoughts. The person we are today is a result of the thoughts we have thought in the past. The person that will become a year from now or 5 years from now is a result of the thoughts we think today and tomorrow and next week and next month and so on. We've got to think great thoughts. And if we are thinking great thoughts, we've got to have good inputs, right? We've got to be thinking or listening to good things and watching good things. James Clear, in his book Atomic Habits, said that if you fix the inputs, the outputs will fix themselves. If you fix the inputs, the outputs will fix themselves. When we're on a personal growth journey, we've got to make sure that we are listening to good things, we're watching good things, that we're consuming good things, we're surrounding ourselves with people who support us. Growth mindset is so important on our journey, our personal growth journey. Next is effort. You can't just intend to be on a personal growth journey. You have to act. You have to put forth some effort. And then we've got to be adaptable, because we know that life doesn't always go as planned, right? I mean, there are times when I have things planned out, and then you go, well, that's not how I saw that going in my head. We know, I mean, I have planned to be a billionaire by now, right? But that hasn't happened yet. So being adaptable is so important on our personal growth journey. And then discipline. Discipline's hard, isn't it? Discipline's really hard. Abraham Lincoln tried to simplify it for us when he said that really discipline is simply choosing what you want most or what you want more over what you want now. Easy, right? No, that's not easy. It's not easy to choose what you want most over what you want now when you're trying to lose a few pounds and someone brings in a box of donuts, right? It's not easy. But if you take a step back and you're very purposeful in your choices, you're very purposeful and living a very purposeful life, making a purposeful choice about what you want most over what you want now, in time, our discipline becomes our identity. I like to think that our effort plus our discipline equals our habits, and our habits are our identity. So discipline is important. So we've got a growth mindset. We've put forth some effort. We're adaptable. We've got good discipline. And then finally is consistency. And I think consistency is the glue that puts all of this together. It's so important. We know that high-performing, successful individuals live very consistent lives. We know that those successful people, those high-performing, excellent, elite individuals do consistently what everyone else does periodically, right? I know in my life that it's not the big things that has made the biggest difference, but it's the small, consistent things done over time that has made the biggest difference in my life. Folks, I am on a personal growth journey. And I am striving every day to be better than I was yesterday. And I'm going to strive tomorrow to be better than I am today. And I hope that you are inspired to be on your own personal growth journey, that you live a life of purpose, and that you grow every day of your life. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Wallace. As we close, we would like to thank Vikash Ayyappan, the Office of Student Life and Engagement, Office of Student Wellness, Communication and Marketing, and our speakers on the program for making this event possible. Please give them a round of applause.
All right, so Dr. Wallace, how was that, your speaking experience at the first ever TEDxAugustaUniversity?
It was great. I thought it was a really good experience, and I thought the audience had a great time and heard some really good information, good talks today.
Right, for sure. Yep. How do you think, like the audience, what information do you think they might have walked out with? Do you think it was valuable for students and faculty, or?
Sure, absolutely. I do think it's valuable. I think all the speakers presented great information that we can all take and utilize in our daily lives.
Right, yep. For sure. And would you like to see maybe TEDx come back in the future, or what's your thoughts on that?
I think when I walked in and I saw the setup, I was like, man, this is legit. Right. This is a legit TED Talk.
Right.
And I would love to see TED come back in the future.
Definitely. Yeah. And I'm sure all the students must have loved the event as well. Yep. We had lots of students come out today, and it was pretty cool. First time at AU, and we got it to fall through, and it came through. So I'm pretty happy about it.
Yeah, it was good. It was a great event.
Yeah, for sure.
Great job on putting that together.
Thank you so much for coming, speaking.
Yeah, I was honored to.
Great words of wisdom, and as always, you have always great words. So I'm super happy that you applied and became a part of the event. So.
Yeah, well, thanks so much. I really enjoyed it. I appreciate the opportunity.
Thank you so much.